Dawson Rider Wiki.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with my review of Kamen Rider Ex-Aid Episode 39. I almost forgot I was reviewing. I'm like, what am I reviewing here? Game of Thrones? No. Okay, so episode 39, and this was another good one. And apparently we only have like 6 left or something, because it just came out that Ex-Aid's ending at 45, and then build's starting a bit earlier than usual. Usually Rider series have been ending between, what, 47 and 50? I feel like there was one that was 47, so it's not that much earlier, but it is a smidge earlier, and it looks like we're gonna get one of those, you know, like 44 will be the final, and then 45 is like that one that's kind of epilogue-y, I think. I mean, I imagine so. I just know that it's probably the one with the introduces build, kind of like we've been doing. Just most of those have been kind of epilogue-y for the series, and then introduced the next writer, so I'm just gonna assume. And then we have the Ex-Aid movie that's called True Ending, and I haven't actually read too much about that. I've kind of been a little behind on certain things, but it'd be kind of neat if it was like the way Rider movies used to be, like Blade and Phases, for example, were kind of like alternate events of the finale, basically. Anyway, this is like not even about the episode. I'm just going on about like goings on. But the point is we have fewer episodes than we thought we were, and I'm actually going to kind of miss it now, which is kind of weird. But anyway, so this was Pallad's end, or so we think. And they've been building up to it for a few weeks now, at least 3 weeks of like, that they want to destroy they want to destroy Pallad, mainly Kronos, so that Ex-Aid can't transform. And this week there was an ultimatum because Nico was sick, and so she would die if he didn't do this. So like that's been the main dilemma, and it's kind of funny. Maybe someone can answer this for me because I am the dumbest boy in school. It's something I didn't pay attention to or a line they said, but regardless of this episode, I was just thinking the past few weeks, like if he destroys Pallad, they're like, you know, he can't transform into a bugster anymore, but what's to stop them from just giving Emu the gamer driver compatibility surgery? Because like that was the big deal quite a few arcs ago of why can he transform when he didn't have the compatibility surgery, which led to the whole, you know, arc about what's special about M. So why couldn't they just do that? Maybe there's a reason and I just missed it, because I thought, well, that's just an easy loophole. But that was like the main event around this episode. Kronos kind of went, I'm sorry also if you can hear a lawnmower, I can't control the mowings of lawns. But anyway, like Kronos was going after Paradox and Graphite, and then Nico got sick, and she apologized to M for basically wanting to punch him so bad, like me, but for most of the series because it was really Pallad, which was kind of a nice scene. There was a scene at the beginning of the episode with Taiga and Hiro being kind of nice to each other, and like even Nico commented on how weird that was. She's like, this isn't how it's gonna be from now on, right guys? It's just kind of weird. But yeah, like the main part of it was leading up to this fight between M and Pallad, and like the decision of whether or not he was going to. And there was some sort of neat, it sounds weird to say neat flashbacks to this because it was like not a happy event, but to like when M got hit by the car, was he hit by the car when he was little, and like when he first got the surgery, and like talking about the feeling of him being scared to die basically, and how that was part of the reason he became a doctor, so that no one would ever feel that again, which was actually kind of a nice character beat, a nice character motivation. And then like that was like intermingled with Pallad remembering it, like from his bugster perspective, like the drowning, you saw like little kid M, and then you saw Pallad, so I thought that was kind of neat. But it led to this battle between the two of them, which was pretty dang brutal. Like, it was the most badass I've ever seen M. Like, it was unforgiving. I kept waiting for like the, no, we'll find another way, like there's good in you, Toku nonsense moment. But like, he was brutal. Like, just from the fight to like his voice to like him stopping him from like digitizing and escaping and saying you're gonna get the ending you deserve, and boom. So yeah, it was pretty badass, and I did not expect him to be that cutthroat, mainly because you've seen, well maybe you probably have, it was a good sentence. No, you probably have, like I've seen like that in Toku where it seems like, oh man, this character's really gonna do it, and then at last moment they're like, just kidding, we'll find some way else. But next week there might be something with somewhere else, honestly, because I haven't been reading any spoilers or anything, so you guys may be more in the know than I am exactly what's going to happen, because obviously we have 6 episodes left. one way or the other he was going to transform again, and if there was any doubt, we see preview for next week him transformed. So like, I doubt there would have been a chance that they would have had him not transform the rest of the series when they planned this arc. But at the very least, any mystique about would he not be able to transform for an episode 2 is kind of ruined by the preview, which honestly, I've said this before, but I'm not, you know, a person that usually complains about spoilers. But I kind of hate when Toku episodes will end on a cliffhanger and then the preview for next week will already give it away. Like, even if it's something you know is going to happen, like, you know for sure this isn't going to stick or this is going to happen next week, it's still just kind of nice for them to not ruin their own cliffhanger they just set up. But so, I'm not sure what happened. I get a feeling, again, you probably will know something more than I do, or those watching this in the future will be like, you're an idiot. And the present will say I'm an idiot. I'm even saying I'm an idiot. But he probably did something. I just get a feeling Pallad's not really dead, or he did something, or merged him permanently, I don't know. Something happened. Like, it just seemed too brutal, I'm still holding on to that he did something. But obviously, something. Maybe he does have the compatibility surgery. I don't know. I could just be sounding like an idiot right now because the information can be public, but I've like muted most Toku spoiler accounts. I usually just go every week and scroll through the news and try to keep out of it. Probably because I just find the community annoying, but also because it's actually kind of nice to be a little bit surprised. I still totally look at all the scans, but like, I don't read too many episode synopsises or even the stuff about the scans. Like, I just look at the pictures like a 5-year-old because I want to see the new suits and stuff. But anyway, that's beside the point. Regardless, this was a good episode. I'm not sure what's going to happen next, but next week does look good. I'll give this week an 8. And yeah, we only got about 6 left. Like, it's weird. This is like a bigger scale, I guess that's the way to put it, version of like last week when I was like, taken aback that I was worried about Dan for a second, and like this week, like, Ex-Aid has been one of the most complicated relationships I've ever had with a writer show. And I read this morning on Twitter like it's officially going to be 44. I'm like, oh, that's kind of too bad. But then again, it does seem to be winding down, but also there's multiple points where it could have seemed like that and they just kept going. So I don't know. One thing's for sure, my final series review wrap-up is going to be very interesting because it was a whirlwind of emotions for this year. But anyway, until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Dawson Rider, signing out.